Hello Capricorn, Sun sign, Moon sign, and Rising sign folks. It's Nen from Insightful Vibrations here with your forecast for the week of October 2nd to 8th, 2017. Capricorn, I am using the Lenormand Gilded Reverie deck and I have drawn 7 cards for you. The leftmost card is number 34, the fish, and that is the card that signifies the general atmosphere or preoccupation of the week. Now, let's look at the remaining cards to see how that fish card will play itself out, because fishes normally mean abundance, but they also can mean, clarity or lack thereof, or it could mean long distance relocation. So let's see what's going on. Well, we have the house, the mice, the anchor, the ring, the woman, and the moon. And with the fish and the ring, we have a potential for a lot of work coming through. So if you're looking for a job, especially if it's in the housing area or anything like that, anything to do with houses or even people-oriented work, I feel that you have excellent prospects for new strides to be made. I also feel that those of you who have home-based occupations, especially in healing, especially in online dating, those kinds of things, I feel that there's huge prospects for moving forward this week and really getting an abundance of activity. And with the woman in the ring there, this is all very, very exciting, because it could mean that there is new love coming into your life, but new love that will lead to a commitment. And if you already found that new love, this may be the week where there's a significant expression of commitment. I feel that there's a Leo and a Cancer sign person involved in this, and you also have the moon, which signifies Cancer as well. But it could be also that it's a good friend rather than just someone you've met and dated. I feel that communication will be essential in this relationship. So whatever you do, make sure you communicate. And especially because this week's astrology is really interesting. We start off with Mars trining Pluto, and that's coming into the week because it started on October 1st. And then we have Venus trining Pluto. It sort of chimes in on October 3rd. And all of this creates an intensity in relationships. So look at the mice card there. You don't want to spoil a relationship by not communicating, by being quiet, by not revealing what it is your needs are, by playing too many games maybe even. And with the moon card there, it may very well be that you can't afford to be moody. Look at the anchor. You can't afford to have to be moody about themes or topics or things that are up for discussion. So just say what it is you want. Be clever about it, and be sensitive that the other person may or may not be receptive to this at this time, because around the 5th of October too, we have Venus conjunction Mars, which is a lot of love, passion, creativity, art, especially sculpting and, pottery, things like that. Those things are, very, very well poised, but we have a full moon in Aries, which makes people extra sensitive and may make them subject to power struggles or bullying or things like that. So, you don't want a spoiled relationship here. So be very, very sensitive to how everything is being played out. Now, I need to mention that the fish in the house is very significant, because those of you who have a major repair, maybe due to water damage. So we've got fish for water, we've got the anchor, we've got the mice, which could represent some kind of mischief. That may be costly to repair, unfortunately, with the fish there. So do make sure that you can mitigate any repair issues possibly in advance before you actually have the damage. Make sure you check your sump pump or any fuses or anything that needs to be fixed, or your dehumidifier, whatever it is. Because, if you don't have your dehumidifier on, there could be mold growth, things like that. And that would later be costly to repair. So you do need to be careful. I also feel with the moon and the woman there, and of course the woman could represent any gender, but I feel with the moon and the woman there that there is an issue with someone's mother. It may not be your own, it may be someone you know, it may be a friend's mother, but I do feel there's a little bit of downtime happening because of illness. or extra stress or worry. Sometimes that can be very debilitating and feel like illness itself. But look at the anchor. These things will all work themselves out. There will be a point where everything is rebalanced and there really is nothing to worry about. So, just show your support to people, and I'm sure things will be fine. Now, I meant to mention as well that with Venus conjunction Mars, this is really good for cosmetic surgery, and I don't see a blade in any of these cards. But for those of you who may be recovering from that kind of thing, maybe, or anticipating in the future, you have to remember that this is a really good week to have it this week. But if you're not having it on the full moon, because that may cause a little bit extra sensitivity and a little bit extra recovery time, but other than that, it should be all good. And those of you who have any addiction issues or mental health issues, I feel this is a good week to just lay low, stick around the house, try to get some rest, try to put things in perspective with the fishes there. I feel that you need a lot of light coming through as well, so do get out, get some sunlight, get some sunshine, and things will be very, very balanced by the time the end of the week comes, which is good because we have Venus squaring Saturn, and this can cause, a lot of sort of imbalance in some ways in relationships or even in emotions. Sometimes we have negative attitudes coming up under these things, or emotions can be off kilter. There could be a heaviness in relationships. So if you've worked hard all week to try to level things off, and you've been extra sensitive and keeping everyone's perspectives in mind, you should be able to avoid any hardship on Sunday the 8th. So thank you so much for tuning in, for watching, liking, sharing, and for subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. I hope this guidance was helpful to you, and I hope that you enjoy the week. Thank you. Take care, Capricorn.